spot clean your guinea pig's cage pretty much every other day. I know some people do it like once a day, but I tend to do it just every other day. Sophie's cage is very, very dirty, and I didn't spot clean it for like a few days, so you guys could actually like see what it looks like when you really need to spot clean it. And what spot cleaning is not actually like washing the fleece, and spot cleaning is for people with fleece, by the way. It's just taking and getting rid of all the stuff on top of the fleece, like the poo and then the hay and stuff. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and there's 3 ways to spot clean your guinea pig's cage, which the 3 ways are actually taking the fleece and bundling it up and then going outside and shaking it out, or going into like a huge dumpster. But I tend to not do that because it's just sort of a hassle. So the way that I usually do it is taking this brush, and I know it's a paintbrush, but it works. So I take this giant paintbrush, and then I have a dustpan, and then I just kind of brush it in like how you normally clean up stuff with a brush and dustpan. And there's also my old way that I did it, but the reason why I stopped doing it was because this shovel sort of broke a little bit here. It's good for like small spot cleans, but it's just sort of a small little shovel thing. So that's why I just started doing this instead. But this is the same thing. You just like scoop it up the stuff and then you put it in the bucket. I guess there's another way too, but it's pretty much just the same thing as everything else. I've seen like people use actual like litter scooper things, but the holes would have to be really, really small, or else like the little poos will like slide through, which isn't very good. So the first thing you need to do is just kind of clear out the cage of everything, like the food bowl and the hay rack, or, well, if you have the hay rack up on the side, like how I used to, you don't have to worry about that. But since I have like the little tissue box hay rack, I take that out. I put a whole bunch of fleece in here just this week because I thought it just sort of changed things up a little, since sometimes guinea pigs can get kind of bored with the way their place is laid out. This is a cuddle bed or a cuddle cup. A whole bunch of poop is sort of like inside it because she likes going in there and going to the bathroom in there. So a nice thing about this brush here is that you can kind of see the little poos, and then you can just kind of wipe them off if they're kind of stuck to the fuzz. I usually just leave my guinea pig in there because I guess there's no point in taking her out. Sometimes she can get in the way, but it's not that big a deal. This is like a way that I really like to store my hay. It just works really well. We just had this like in our basement, and I decided that it would be a good hay rack because she could fit her head right in there and then get all the food and stuff, or the hay. I just think it's less messy than hay racks, because my old hay rack used to pour the hay like all over on the floor. It was really not fun to clean up every week. What I do with the brush and dustpan is I just set the dustpan in there, and then I just brush it in. And then with the shovel, you just pretty much do the same thing. Well, what you'd expect, I guess. You just kind of scoop stuff up. As you can see, spot cleaning is not perfect. It's just pretty much getting most of this stuff. I mean, there might be a couple poos here and there, but that's not big of a deal. I just need to get all the little herds. As you can see, the top level is very hay-ish. So what I like to do is I just kind of brush the hay towards the middle, because it tends to collect on the outer sides. I don't know why, but I just kind of brush everything to the middle, because I just find that easier to you know, clean up. If you don't like to get dirty and touching your guinea pig's poo and all that, just be careful when you do this. I don't mind it really, since I've had Sophie for so long. But I just pick up the hay, like this, and I just set it in there, just to kind of get that out of the way, to clean up all the poos. And when it gets full like this is definitely a time when you're doing the hay to put it in the bag. And you can't really reuse hay when it's all dirty like this, because your guinea pig will refuse to eat it. So you just gotta throw away that old hay. I have a little trouble here. This is super duper full. I had a couple pieces fall out, but I can just easily pick those up. I don't really recommend to you guys to actually have your guinea pig cage get this dirty. Like I said, you should be spot cleaning it every other day. Tomorrow I'm going to be cleaning my guinea pig's cage like all the way. I'm washing the fleece and stuff, so I can just leave that stuff in the cracks. It doesn't matter too much. I just like having a cleaner cage to work with when I am cleaning out the cage like all the way. If you like this video, comment, rate, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. Bye!